Once upon a time, bad bitch Eva Villain lived in the city.
So I made my decision and I've decided to use the Lumino whitening toothpaste when I brush my teeth in the evening. That way I have this, coated on my teeth all those hours that I'm asleep and I'm not eating or drinking anything. So I do use this Lumino whitening toothpaste when I brush my teeth in the evening before bed, and I use the Colgate Optic White toothpaste in the mornings. For in the mornings when I start my day. I try to recycle everything. I always have like a huge brown bag of recyclable items, and it's always filled. Yeah, I am. I'm huge into recycling everything as much as possible. Are you, and do you recycle? Because I do know some people that don't give it a second thought. I mean, people that I personally know that just don't recycle, and that's their choice. But I do see the difference between them and I, and in the fact that I recycle. Like it's really one of my things. I'm a recycle nerd. Not nerd, I'm a recycle queen. And just real quick, I wanted to touch on the subject of coffee because I know, the world, we are coffee drinkers. Coffee is such a huge part of our lives. So when I was going through, part of the process of elimination, trying to figure out what was triggering my heartburn. I thought it was coffee, but instead it was like the wheat bread that I was eating in the morning. And so, but when I thought it was coffee, I did end up getting this Folgers gentle on your stomach coffee. And I had to order this through Amazon, and because it wasn't available in any of the stores. And what this is it's low acid coffee. So give that a thought. Look up low acid coffee. What you particularly want to look for is just low acid type of coffee, and try to incorporate that into your as your new coffee option, to see if that helps, if you're going through anything diet wise. And of course, I know, once again, consult with your doctor, but have you heard of low acid coffee? Is that something that you drink? And also wanting to share this Folgers gentle on your stomach, which is low acid coffee. But like I said, I couldn't find this at any of the stores. I did have to order it through Amazon. Did you watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show? I loved it. Oh my God, I loved the wings. It was just, I love the freshness of the difference of the new style of wings, and just the variety of looks. And Victoria's Secret, it's going through its moment of like just struggling, I think, and not doing too well. And one of the things I really feel it can explore is rebranding. And when I say rebranding, I mean maybe giving tweens, these young girls, considering tweens, adding a tweens collection or adding a tweens section into the Victoria's Secret brand. Victoria's Secret has always been for us women, and it's iconic to like Adriana Lima, Tyra Banks, Alessandra Ambrosio, Giselle Bundchen. Now in these times, Bella Hadid, Gigi Hadid, but it doesn't touch on our daughters. So Victoria's Secret is like our era, and it's something from our time, but it hasn't evolved in that it still has remained in that era of us women, us in this age and time. it hasn't transferred onto like our daughters. We are now grandmothers and mothers, and we have daughters, and so I personally feel a rebranding of Victoria's Secret in that concept of venturing into tweens and doing a Victoria's Secret, a Victoria's Secret for tweens also in the same, under the same roof. Victoria's Secret for all those moms and grandmas that first encountered it when it first came about, but also now rebranding itself and including our daughters, our granddaughters, who are tweens at the moment. The Victoria's Secret branching out into the tweens age generation. I think that's an interesting thing to consider in regards to Victoria's Secret rebranding itself. If you Google tweens undergarments, tweens training bras, just undergarments for tween girls, you only find those in like Amazon, The Children's Place, Justice, Target, Walmart. Those are just the stores that you find those undergarments for tweens. But can you imagine if you were able to, if my granddaughter was able to choose to opt for, I want to get my stuff from Victoria's Secret, my training bra from Victoria's Secret under the tweens, the tweens merchandise. That's pretty, it's pretty different, and it's pretty modern. I mean, Cher, so iconic, Queen, just all the women, Lisa, just gorgeous. And I just loved that it was all women, and they mentioned that it was just all women oriented, from the background, the behind the scenes personnel, to just the full static cast of models, the diversity. I loved it. I loved it. I loved watching the show, and I really enjoyed the freshness of the new take on the wings. I loved that. I loved all the different wings in different sizes. I just loved that creativity, that fresh creativity in regards to the iconic wings. I'm not sure if Victoria's Secret is still going through it, but it was known that it was struggling and it wasn't doing too well. But I really think personally, like my idea, and this is just like my idea, I like to try and figure out ways when there's kind of like an obstacle or a problem. That's just how my personality works. But in regards to Victoria's Secret, I feel like Victoria's Secret is mine and yours and our the grandmothers, the moms. That's Victoria's Secret is kind of like is our thing, but and it stayed that way. Victoria's Secret has stayed that way. And what I personally think is it needs to rebrand, and it needs to now include our daughters, our granddaughters, and by that I mean tweens. I really feel like Victoria's Secret needs to rebrand itself, and it needs to step out of the genre of us, like my genre, my mom's genre, and my daughter's genre, and it needs to now rebrand itself and branch itself out into tweens, like my granddaughters, for example, my 13-year-old granddaughter, my 9-year-old granddaughter. When you Google training bras or tweens undergarments, what comes up is The Children's Place, Target, Walmart, Justice, Amazon, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But can you imagine? I can imagine my 13-year-old granddaughter saying, "Nana, I want to go to Victoria's Secret, and I so that I can get my training bra or my underwear from Victoria's Secret, because Victoria's Secret now has and I just want to get my underwear from Victoria's Secret because they now have tweens sizes, and they now have a tweens section at Victoria's Secret. It's Victoria's Secret tweens, and those are like, I mean, we're having children. Gigi Hadid has a daughter. Adriana Lima, she has daughters. Giselle Bundchen has daughters. Tyra has children. We all have daughters, granddaughters. That era of Victoria's Secret. Adriana Lima has daughters. Giselle Bundchen has daughters. Gigi has a daughter. So that era of women, Victoria's Secret has catered to us, that generation. But I think rebranding Victoria's Secret rebranding itself so that it now embraces our daughters and our granddaughters. I think that's a great way to rebrand, for Victoria's Secret to rebrand itself. And by that I mean including and incorporating a tweens undergarment line, a permanent line, into Victoria's Secret itself.